jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Hey, what you got to say there, champ? Yeah, man. What's up, Black? Hey, Deontay, what you got to say? What you got to say? To this day! To this day! To this day!
Bomb Squad!
Big shout out to the first in the building. Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. You already know the GOAT is in the building. Salute, man. It's Tuesday, man. We moving right along on this week. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to you, man, for dropping those numbers. You know what I'm saying, man? Them numbers hit just right, man. Still feeling a little bit of buzz off that shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. For real, for real. Tyrese, what's good with it, man? I see you on deck. Chase Money on deck. What's good with it? We give a little bit more time for everybody to just fall in. Plateau. Fall in. You know what I'm saying? Give a little bit of time for the people to fall in. Man, we got a lot to talk about, but first, let me give a big shout out to Jihad Tucker. He's back on deck. The man himself, the LeBron Don of the game. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of high school to the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Saturday, December 9th, man. One of the most entertaining fighters at 154 pounds returned back to the square. I look forward to this, man. You know, to see him, you know, get back active. You know what I'm saying? Under those bright lights, because he's been there since day one, turning professional. So, man, you know, I'm looking forward to that. Saturday, December 9th. Make sure y'all check it out, man. It's going to be in Pembroke, Florida. Pembroke, Florida. Check them out. That's going to be via the flagship of Boxing Promotions Top Rank. Coming to you via ESPN. Yes, ESPN is the network that is attached to Top Rank. In case y'all didn't know. Yeah, ESPN is the network that's attached to Top Rank, okay? Okay, so ESPN will be broadcasting this fight. And once again, Jihad be making his ring walk and coming out there and letting people know that he's still him. You know what I'm saying? He has not changed anything. So if you down in Florida, be sure to check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? His record sits at 10 victories, 1 defeat, and 5 coming by way of knockout. You know what I'm saying? That lone defeat, he wanted to run it back, but Nico had other plans. He was out in the waterway, paddling vigorously, out far away from the shoreline, because he did not want to go back in there and run it back. It happens in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He got the win, and he said, I have to go. I got to get up out of here because there's no way I'm trying to step back in there again with him. But we all know how that is, man. It'll be okay. It'll be all right, shouty. But shout out to Jahad Tucker, man. Look forward to seeing you back in the square, big dog. You know what I'm saying? You and your team. I'll see you. So for those of you that saw the thumbnail, you know, Deontay Wilder has been in the shadows a bit. That doesn't mean he lost any power. But Deontay Wilder sitting on the record of 43 victories, 2 defeats, and 1 draw, and 42 knockouts. Why is WCS talking about Deontay Wilder? Because I mother effing can. And while I'm talking about the MFing, shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-side official. No negotiation needed, period. Big shout out to the supporters, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? And showing love. I know for a lot of people, they just find Deontay Wilder. Look, as long as I haven't been really talking heavy about Deontay Wilder, when I started back talking heavy about Deontay Wilder, you still got the people that from years ago seem to feel some type of way. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. These are the same people that say in the heavyweight division, I want to see knockouts. What they don't tell you is it's dependent on who's doing the knocking out. Because I've never seen so many heavyweight casual boxing fans that are bitch made. When you talk about the heavyweight division, most of the time it's not casual boxing fans. It's like you actually know what the hell you supporting, who you supporting, and why you supporting them. You know what I'm saying? They have an attribute that you appreciate. Right? That's usually when you get heavy supporters of the heavy, big time supporters of the heavyweight division. They really in tune to the boxing game. I'm just being real with you. You know, you really don't find, people that's just like casuals that don't know too much about this, that, and the other. But like I said yesterday, when Shannon Briggs lost his title, we was on a hiatus for quite some time until Deontay Wilder came around. Now he's done what he's did. He's still one of the top heavyweights after facing Tyson Fury for 3 fights. We have the Francis Ngannou situation that has just went viral. And listen, I have no disdain for the shine that Francis Ngannou is getting right now. I would be a fool to have disdain for that man. Come on now. That man's a hard worker, and he risked his life to come over here from Cameroon. You know, man, he did what he had to do, man. I got mad respect for him. That doesn't mean I can't support the U.S. fighter. That doesn't mean I need anybody's permission to continue to support the U.S. fighter out of Alabama, Tuscaloosa stand up. You know how much hatred, how many people stabbed me in the back for supporting Deontay Wilder heavy back in the day? Them motherfuckers was soft. Their insides was gooey. And it wasn't the fact that they took a laxative. That's just the way the doctor told the mother when they was born. He ain't gonna be what you think he is. But yep, you got the X and the Y. You got the chromosome, but something else is going on with it. It was niggas up here that's just getting mad based off who you were supporting. I'm up here thinking, you got some genuine friendships going. And then cats want to team up on the Deontay Wilder hate train, and they stab you in the back, dog. and they never even met the man. You know what I'm saying? Look, they never even met the dude. Like I said before, these are cats that was rocking heavy with the heavyweight, rocking big, being loyal to the heavyweight division. I like to see knockouts. And then Wilder was giving them the knockouts. He was dropping the bomb squad. He was giving you the bronze bomber effect. And these cats was upset. Now we're up here and we're looking at it like boxing is in a state of unrest a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's been that way. Francis Ngannou fight Tyson Fury, who Deontay Wilder's already fought, knocked down, several times in their first fight. And all I felt was, you have Deontay Wilder is American, you have African Cameroon, Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou is getting more praise and adulation for freaking going 10 rounds just because that was his first professional fight. But yet you don't want to give that same praise for Deontay Wilder, who started boxing at 20 years old and went through a fast track amateur career to win a bronze medal in the Olympics. It's just distasteful. It's garbage. It's trash. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the Olympic level. The Olympic level. The Olympic level. Not to mention boxing is about to be phased out the Olympics. I don't care how long it's going to be phased out. But that just goes to show you the state of unrest of boxing. The Olympics don't even want to fuck with it no more. All the damn corruption and everything that was in boxing in the Olympics, they about to phase that shit out after this next Olympics, bro. No more boxing. Imagine that. The dreams that these young cats had of going to the Olympics and trying out for the Olympic team. Look at that. That shit has been disconnected. Back to the heavyweights. Wilder was the first heavyweight champion since the 2007, all the way up to 2015, to become the heavyweight world champion, WBC heavyweight world champion. What he did to Tyson Fury, in my opinion, as a boxer, was a way better, way much higher value than Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou earned one knockdown in the third round, cool. But even the activity and performance value that Deontay Wilder and Fury displayed in their fight far outweighs the performance value of Francis Ngannou. You know why Ngannou's getting so much praise for what he did? It's because boxing is desperate to big up a name and be a part of something. It's in such shambles right now that when Francis went in there, based off a lot of people that was doubting him, I even gave criticism to him going in there with Tyson Fury. I admit that. But it was people, Dana White criticized him heavy. Several other people, man, it's too many to name, criticized freaking Francis Ngannou going over there. Leaving the UFC and walking away, saying he was scared to fight John Jones. And, he just didn't have it in him. He wanted to go in there and fight tomato cans and and things like that, right? But the amount of bandwagon sack riders who has chose to saddle up, and they even twiggle their hips a little bit so they can get nice and comfy. You know what I'm saying? They're choosing to jump on the bandwagon of Ngannou when they had Wilder to do that for. You had the support system there. All you had to do is make the decision. All you had to do was commit. He was there. Deontay Wilder was there for you to support. He did something that Francis Ngannou will never be able to do. All y'all doing is going off hope. Y'all want to put all these stipulations on Wilder. Oh, he need to do this. He need to do that. He need to do. After he fought Fury 3 times, he still needs to prove something to y'all. No, that's not the case, man. That's y'all being selfish. That's y'all being, full of shit. It's still people that's sitting up here mad at Wilder and never met the guy. That's my whole deal. Like, you never even met the dude. That's all I'm saying. You never even met him. From my understanding, I pulled this up yesterday. Malik Scott said Francis Ngannou versus Deontay Wilder talks have started. Now, I don't know the merit. I don't know how valid this is, but I hope indeed Malik Scott is being honest about this, because I hear about these talks all the time and shit never come to fruition. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying Malik Scott is lying. I just hope this ain't going off no phone call or anything. Okay, man, this is going off a phone call, one phone call, and that's where we at. We in talks. I hope it's much more deeper than that. I really hope Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou fight. I was the one that thought Deontay Wilder would definitely go in there and have a solid opportunity in the trilogy to beat Fury. I thought so. And yes, it was a lot of controversy in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? Coming off that draw. And it was stopped via the towel. And I just look at the fights that he's been in with other fighters, and I felt that he could have went on to the 12th round. You never know how the fight would have changed. Just like a Shockey Foster. Everybody's glorifying and praising Rocky Hernandez for his Rocky moment, but they're not giving the equal credit to Shockey Foster for having his Rocky moment. I guess Rocky is not really considered Rocky if you're black. I don't know. Maybe, you know, it's an Apollo Creed moment, but we can't say that because Apollo died. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shockey had a Rocky moment too. He stopped him. Isn't that the Rocky moment, the real Rocky moment? Not just a moment where you come back after being hurt and you fight and you fight and you take back the momentum. Shockey took back the momentum. Rocky, he gained the momentum, and he had that moment where he was hurt, came back, and he did what he had to do. But look how many Rocky moments Deontay Wilder had, though. Deontay Wilder's had so many freaking moments in the heavyweight division that you have to look at this shit like, bro, he did everything he was supposed to do in the heavyweight division as far as his reign, as far as his defenses, that Francis Ngannou will never be able to do in boxing. Ever. Ever. The shit that I'm hearing about Francis Ngannou, and you know, I'm shaking my head, but I'm not disgusted at it, because that's boxing. Boxing has the worst combat sports fans, period. They will leave you high and dry whenever they feel like, and then come back like nothing happened. I'm hearing word that Deontay Wilder is now training MMA a little bit. And this concerns me. I'm not going to lie. This concerns me a bit, because just like I said about Clarissa Shields, in order for her to be thorough in mixed martial arts, she has to take the opportunity to put in the work. And the work on how these MMA guys put in, I'm telling you, it's different. It's different. Like I'm talking about, if you transition from boxing to MMA, you know, it's a lot of work you have to do from bad positions. You know, being on your back. When you walk into a boxing gym, you're not, you know, planning on working off your back. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's against the ropes. You're talking about being from the bottom position, top position. You know what I'm saying? Working through different types of submissions, sparring with punches and kicks and different type of combinations. It's different. You got to get down on your motherfucking knees and back. It's different. I don't know how deep he's willing to put. How many? I'm just saying. When I heard this news, I'm not sure how deep Deontay is willing to go to train mixed martial arts to fight Ngannou in the cage. Like I mentioned earlier, Deontay Wilder won't be the first boxer to go in there in the cage and fight Francis Ngannou. But the PFL can pull this shit off. Let's just say Deontay goes in there and fight Francis Ngannou in the cage, or Ngannou fights Deontay Wilder in the ring. Both of those fights between these two black fighters, right, will gain the interest of the boxing fans. I'm not just worried. I'm not concerned about the YTC fan base and how they feel and all the complaining and bitching and moaning they always do about Wilder and what they believe he ain't done and how he looks and all that. These are niggas that's insecure with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because point be made. These are not individuals that'll see Wilder in person and come up there with the same energy and tell him to his face what they believe. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it, bro. You're gonna be in amazement. And you're gonna say, oh shit, champ. Can I get a picture, champ? Chicka, champ. Bronze Bomber, can I get a bomb squad, please? You know what I'm saying? Can I get it to this day? They just gonna be up there like a fan, bro. They're gonna be there like a MFing fan. Guarantee it. Now, Deontay, if you're gonna train MMA, you don't have to. First of all, I'm gonna give this disclosure to the casual, if any, outside MMA temporary fans, right? They're gonna talk about how skinny Deontay Wilder legs are, right? When you come to kickboxing, when you come to mixed martial arts, when you come Taekwondo, everybody's not going in there with legs like Francis Ngannou. And just because you have a base like Francis doesn't mean you're going to be this legendary kickboxing and mixed martial arts champion that's beating everybody up. But if you take a boxer who is transitioning over at this point in time, take him for somebody who's went through this process of deadening the nerves and shit at one point in time, it's painful. I'm not gonna lie, it's painful because the first time I was kicked in the shin to shin, I mean, it would damn near make you shit on yourself. If you get somebody perfect form, it would damn near take you to a whole nother freaking mental state that you didn't know you had. When it comes to having control of your bowels, that shit hurt like a motherfucker, right? So I'm not sure how in depth he's willing to go because he can guarantee Francis is gonna kick the shit out of him. It's gonna happen. Francis got some powerful kicks. Now you got to take in consideration of takedown defense. You know damn well that has to be, the wrestling has to be a priority. Deontay doesn't have good balance. He doesn't have a good base, so to speak, with his hips. I was complimenting Ngannou how he was in the clinch and how he kept separation in between Fury, his hips and Fury hips. That's MMA right there in the clinch. He never allowed Fury to bring hip to hip so he can lean on him like he was doing Deontay Wilder. He wanted to bring Ngannou's hips to his hip and just lean on him and make him carry that weight. But goddamn, you talking about African, man. Ngannou is strong as shit. You know what I'm saying? He's strong, man. He put that right hand down there, separated. It's not like you couldn't do it, but we're talking about technique here. He kept his hips separated so Fury could not, lean on him and make him hold that weight. He did some outstanding, complimentary, little subtle things that as a mixed martial artist that benefit him in the boxing ring. Is Deontay willing to work on his wrestling? You're gonna need it, man. And then also, are you willing to get taken down over and over again to learn what to do while you're on your back? Because you're getting taken down. This is not going to be a full-blown 5-round, 5 minutes apiece stand-up fight. It's not. Francis, you're in his world. He was a heavyweight world champion. You're not going to go in that fight not getting kicked. He's going to kick those legs, and it's going to send a shock through your body that your goddamn organs, your nervous system, everything else is just going to start to glitch. And you're going to say, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Even, look, you're going to feel like you need to use the bathroom all of a sudden. You're going to want to call a timeout. That's if you don't practice no kicks and you make this fight with Francis in the MMA arena on PFL. And you go in there and you take that first kick to the leg. It's crucial. It's crucial. Next, your hips. Deontay has very stiff hips from what we see in the boxing ring. his hips is not open. Like, if you was to throw a kick, I'm not expecting Deontay to pick this up, all these variables in a short period of time. But if you're planning on going in there face the heavyweight champ, it's easy for Ngannou to come in here and face Fury because boxing is a part of their training. But for you, if Deontay is planning on transitioning over to the cage, you're not talking about a hill you have to climb. You're talking about a rocket ship. You're talking about a level so high that the only way you're going to get there is by mistake. You know what I'm saying? By opportunity. You're not going to go in a cage with Francis Ngannou and say, okay, this is what I worked on with Mike Tyson. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm just using an example. Mike Tyson and Dewey Cooper, they prepare me for this mixed martial arts. No, they can do that for boxing, but they ain't going to be able to do that in a short window for Deontay Wilder. If he was to transition over and fight Ngannou, it's not going to happen. It's impossible. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. I ain't sugarcoating this shit. This motherfucker is impossible. Now, I would salute Deontay Wilder once again because he got that dog in him. He ain't no bitch ass nigga. For somebody to fight the way he fought, for the purpose he fought for, and to be able to have success off that's a warrior right there. He's a king of what he does because a lot of us couldn't do it. You're talking about a structure that's considered to be basketball-esque, right? Slim, you know what I'm saying, tall, right? So throughout all the criticism that people's giving him about him having skinny legs, well, Michael Venom Page's legs is skinnier than Deontay Wilder's. And this dude is a lethal freaking striker. You know what I'm saying? A lethal striker. But he trains mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? He trains that. He's went through all the necessary steps that Deontay Wilder has never attempted to visit, period. Is this a good idea for him? Hey, to each his own. If you want to go over there, like I said, James Toney did it. You know, James Toney did it. That's all I'm saying. James Toney, I still remember the day that he was in the cage and he went in there against Randy Couture. James Lights Out Toney, the legend himself, man, he did it. He did it. And legs didn't have shit to do with him being taken down, except that he didn't have no takedown defense and he didn't know what to do when he was on his back. He was still trying to fight, but Randy was playing with him. I think he slapped him on the ass, and all that, but James Toney got that check and he went in there and showed once again, he ain't no chump. I go in the MMA ring. Fuck what y'all talking about. I go there. He did it. But see, people don't go back that far because they weren't fucking with MMA. They really don't care what James Toney did. They when Deontay Wilder, if he chooses to take this step over, people are gonna look at it like, well, he don't have a chance. His balance, his coordination, you know what I'm saying? His movement is all wrong for MMA. And then they don't understand that one punch can change everything if indeed he can land it. Because I'm pretty sure Francis Ngannou's mentality right now, based off him knocking down Fury, is to see can he knock out Deontay Wilder. All right. He can't look at it like nobody's never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be the first MMA guy. It's not so much him being the first to knock out Deontay Wilder. Fury did that, right? But he's looking at it more, let me be the first MMA guy to go over here and knock out Deontay Wilder and show that I'm the baddest man. I hit the hardest. Because there's been plenty of times where we've seen these clips, best knockout in heavyweight history. Deontay Wilder sitting at 95%. You know what I'm saying? It goes on to give the rest of the guys, Rocky Marciano used to take extremely amount of punishment just to land his shots. And we all know Vitaly Klitschko, 87%. George Foreman, Big George Foreman, You know, it's fitting to put him in there. Dude has legendary punching power. You know what I'm saying? Big dude. George Foreman didn't have all that movement either, but he had them sledgehammers on his motherfucking wrist, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? On his shoulders, rather. He had them sledgehammers on his shoulders. Then, of course, Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? The man himself, 76%. Shout out to all these guys. But Deontay Wilder's name is on there. And then take a look at this. We're talking about the prestigious part of Deontay Wilder. Most consecutive world title defenses of heavyweight in boxing history. He's up there with the best. He's up there with Muhammad Ali, dog. He's tied with 10 successful title defenses. That's not an error. That shit is fact. And then look at Vladimir Klitschko, the man who can fight somebody. That's all it take. I wish Deontay Wilder would have fought Vladimir Klitschko so he can be bragged upon too. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it comes to Fury, he fought Vladimir. Whenever it comes to Joshua, he fought Vladimir. And then look at Larry Holmes up there. And then the man himself, Joe Louis, 25. Wilder is on a list and will be on a list for a long ass time. You know how much it takes to defend 10 freaking times. So you take the history of Deontay Wilder and you put that with Francis Ngannou, it's not even close. The only thing that brings them closer together is the professions that they compete in. Their physical conflict. Their physical conflict brings them closer. They're both combat specialists. They're pugilists in a full contact sport. That's what we're talking about. Deontay Wilder's credentials is so far ahead of Francis Ngannou. People can sit up here and talk that nonsense all they want, talking about one fight he had in the boxing ring. You never would have gave Deontay Wilder that credit because when he was reigning champion, a United States, a Tuscaloosa, Alabama reigning champion, y'all absolutely criticized the shit out of him. One fight couldn't do it for him. 2 fights couldn't do it for him. 3 good fights couldn't do it for Wilder. It was over criticism. You got niggas out here that just don't like the man. And you ask yourself, why would you put that much energy in not liking a man that you ain't met? Why? Because the bitch assness come out. They don't like Deontay Wilder because other people don't like him. They're not real true boxing fans. These niggas sit up here and say, I'm a real boxing fan, but yet the shit that come out their mouth is not real boxing talk. You busy mad at the cats that's supporting him rather than you, like Toby said, supporting the fighter that you like. Why won't you support the fighter you like? You busy up here gossiping, being a chatty patty, bitching and crying about niggas that support a fighter that you don't like, nigga. If y'all niggas don't like Wilder, why are you worrying about the ones who support him? So therefore, you don't like the champ. Then you don't like those who support the champ, and you don't like your motherfucking self. Because if you love yourself, you wouldn't be talking about shit to stress you out and you ain't getting money for it. You're not getting no money for, oh, my bad. I'm on social media. It's certain fighters' names that bring in that traction. You know what I'm saying? It's certain fighters' lives that bring in that traction. I got it. Hey, shout out to Arnold Brown. Shout out to you for the $20 super chat, my brother. It's much appreciated. I appreciate you, man. And shout out to that brother. I don't even have my Cash App going across the bottom of the screen. And you still donated to the channel. I appreciate you, man. Big shout out to you on this Tuesday, the club going up. Thanks for your support, man. But I look at this whole situation like, what type of man am I, right? What type of man am I to look at it in a way like let me clarify some things, because the first thing these haters gonna say is, well, yeah, you support Deontay Wilder, but you doing the same thing that the Deontay Wilder haters is doing to Spence. No, I don't hate Spence. These niggas hate Wilder. I don't hate Spence, bro. I don't hate the man. If I hated the man, I would have low crawled through the traffic over there in Beverly Hills, and I would have tried to ask him a dumbass question just for attention. No, that's not me. I don't hate the man. He's a family man like me. I don't hate him. I'm able to talk about what he's done. Well, Wilder, the man gave us the closers that we look for in the heavyweight division. The man was the first U.S. heavyweight champion from us being in a state of heavyweight depression. The Klitschko brothers goddamn took over the shit. And then you talking about U.S. being without a what's the word I'm looking for? We was without the bragging rights. We was stripped of the bragging rights to say we have one or two heavyweight champions, U.S. heavyweight champions. I'm talking about look how large the U.S. is. The U.S. was without a heavyweight champion for several years after that. And here comes Deontay Wilder. So I guess during the hiatus, we had some new boxing fans come on deck or something. I don't know. Like they just didn't show this man the love when we was absent of a U.S. heavyweight. Not only that, he went up there and was announced as an Olympian. An Olympian, y'all. Olympian who started boxing late. I already told you the shit. I already made that clear. I already dropped the, you know what I'm saying, the timelines and all that. This man fast tracked and did what he had to do. And then you get an entire community of Wilder haters that want to be mad at Wilder just based off the same shit they was mad at Crawford for. Blacks know that we are judged off a lower grading scale than most, especially when we have exposure to a higher platform than the average. Like, these are celebrities. These are people who have fought on national TV, right? You take Wilder and you take Crawford, two dark-skinned brothers, right? Who haven't really been out here in the streets fucking up or doing time for stupid shit. What they've been able to accomplish in their career is commendable from the top to the bottom. Scrub the list however you feel like. But you have noticed that the black community, and you know I'm not talking about all of them, but the black boxing community was their main naysayers, their primary team of naysayers, bro. That was the primary team of naysayers, the haters, the detractors, man. The ones who was always cantankerous at whenever the name popped the fuck up. They was mad because they didn't like them. Like these men took their women or something. Like, we're not talking about popping dirty. We're not talking about being accused of having loaded gloves that everybody did months and months and months of investigation on and countless amount of videos. That's not it. You're talking about a guy who started boxing for his daughter. Commendable. You're talking about Crawford coming up the way he did and doing things in his hometown and representing himself accordingly. All that. But at the end of the day, the black boxing community said, what? Oh, man, we don't fuck with them because, man, I don't like the way Deontay Wilder talk. But when it comes to Crawford, I don't like the fact that he don't even talk. Crawford don't talk, and Wilder talk too much. Bitch ass nigga shit, bro. I cannot say it enough, man. They hate Wilder opening his mouth, talking up for his people. When his people's looking at it like, man, don't nobody ask you to be no leader, nigga. This man is knocking motherfuckers the fuck out, and he's much more of a lighter heavyweight. And he's doing this shit outside of if you was to go in there and get some type of physical, boxing physical, where they put you, they hook up the tubes and they give you a whole drill session and try to measure the velocity and the power and the form and all that, right? This man was not born with Ngannou's type legs, but he was able to generate the power from other places from his hips up. Whereas, when you talk to Roy Jones, Roy would talk about how he generated power with his legs. And a lot of boxers would tell you that. It's all about technique. But Deontay Wilder's technique isn't the best. But yet he was blessed with the form and the ability to go in here and generate a crazy amount of velocity and knocking cats out. We thought Arthur Spilker was deceased. He's making dudes convulse up under the bottom rope. He sent Bermain Stavern into a state of Ambien. Bermain Stavern said he ain't never slept so good in his life when he got knocked out by Deontay Wilder. I mean, he was snoring. You know what I'm saying? Room service stepped in. No, we'll come back later. He knocked him the fuck out. But unfortunately, you have a community of people over here on the YTC that's not going to respect the fact that Deontay Wilder is training mixed martial arts. You know what they're going to say? He has no opportunity. I mean, he has no chance of winning. Why is he doing this to himself? Why is he doing that? They didn't say that about Francis Ngannou because, see, Francis Ngannou supposedly fits the script for them to jump on the bandwagon because none of these niggas was talking about Francis. They didn't know shit about Francis because they didn't fuck with MMA. But now Francis fights Tyson Fury, and he drops him once in a 10-round fight. All of a sudden, they forget Deontay knocked the motherfucker out in the first fight. Knocked him clean the fuck out, dog. When Francis hit him, he got back up easily. It wasn't like he got back up when Wilder hit him. I'm talking about the first fight. He got back up. It wasn't like Francis was pressing the issue the entire fight. Oh, you know, I praised him for his performance. I say he fought very smart. He used his IQ from mixed martial arts. He didn't go out there once he was hit and try to, you know, become erratic about it. Just losing control. He stayed poised, and he boxed. Will that be a smart idea to do against a heavy hitter like Deontay Wilder? Hey, stay there all you want. Ask Luis Ortiz about it. Ask, you know, those individuals that stepped in there with Wilder. Ask them what they was thinking before that right hand landed. That's all. Ask them. I'm just saying this man right here has always had a high knockout percentage. I didn't see Francis Ngannou name up there. I haven't seen Francis Ngannou name up there. We're talking about with boxing gloves on. What bragging rights do you have with boxing gloves on? Y'all need to understand how that shit is in real life, man. Like, it don't matter what y'all want to happen. You got to understand the state of boxing on what's going on around you. They are putting together fights like this because they're desperate to get that money. They desperate. Inflation. You know what I'm saying? The economy is different now. So you're looking for all these damn, not exhibition bouts, but these odd freaking out of the blue fights. These mixed combat sports freaking fights that they're trying to put on. They're trying to find out, can they just make a killing like the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather situation? You know what I'm saying? The Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather effect. They're looking for that next fight just to go through the roof. That's all. Unfortunate for Fury, you know, the shit he's going on with the BBOC and being he can't fight in the US, that's him. He may not came over to the US, but he still made what? Millions over there in Radai. Kudos to him. But he's a cheater. He's a cheater, bro. Wilder has never had any type of accusations levied against him to warrant the hate that he's getting. All his hate is from freaking infatuated niggas that say, oh, he don't talk right to me. You notice that when it comes to these black athletes, he don't talk right to me. He don't talk enough for me. He looks funny. He walks funny. He does funny things. You hear him? You see those glasses he wore? You know, they even start to sound white a bit. I just don't. You know, and then they British accent. Well, to be honest, it's rubbish at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, it's mad. Deontay Wilder. Oh, I don't like him at all. I just can't get a feel for the guy. I just can't. But Francis come over here, bulked up, big. They didn't have no confidence in him going in there, doing anything. And once again, I was more happy than most due to myself and Blunts hitting heavy on the betting odds. So what I was witnessing, once that fight went to a certain distance, I was feeling lovely. Oh, lovely. It made me start to get into the Baptist spirit. Down by the bank. Down by the bank, yeah. Somebody told me, excuse me, sir, we have a package for you. Yeah, your money has arrived. But back to the back to the live. Let me get to this chat, Shouty. Let me get to the chat. Man. Once again, another big shout out to Arnold Brown, man, for that $20 super chat, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Martin King Boxing on deck, man. What they do, Ron? What's great WCS cooking these days and times? Yeah, man. It's all about, I'm bringing back in that Wilder energy a little bit because I want to see him and Ngannou, get it on. I want to see who's the hardest hitter, in the sport. They say Wilder is based off, what we know about him in the boxing ring. I really hope his decision is not to go to the cage. But if Wilder chooses to go to the cage, then so be it. So be it. What they gonna do? I mean, they was up here praising Jake Paul. Them, oh man, we love what the Paul brothers are doing. Oh my God, we just love it. When I was telling them that Tyrone Woodley freaking rematch after going to distance was fake as shit, he ain't knocked nobody else out like that. Period. So, man, come on. Him and freaking Ben Askren got knocked out the same. But people want to say, oh, man, Jake Paul's doing the damn thing. They're talking about putting him in the rankings. You remember how they said that, right? They was going to put Jake Paul in the rankings. Who are they talking about putting in the rankings again? MF and boxing strikes again. They talking about putting freaking Francis Ngannou in the WBC rankings. You know what? You go right ahead. Put that man in the rankings and watch what happens. You go right ahead. Go right ahead. Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, some more, man. The OG in the building. What's good with it, bro? What's going on, P? I can understand where you can say that at. I can understand how you can feel the way you feel. I'm not here to put up a defense debate committee. I understand what you feel. I feel partially that way. It's too much to learn in a short period of time. And MMA is not the curriculum that you think you're going to fast track and put out cliff notes. No, mixed martial arts is a totally different animal. That's why I watch it so much, so I can know what I'm watching. You can't just go over there. That's why I've been stand on code. You know what I'm saying? About Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? And I separate Clarissa Shields. I know she's over there with Savannah Marshall, and they probably gonna have a mixed martial arts fight that's gonna be a stand-up fight. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to make some money. Oh, they fought. The only fighter to defeat Clarissa Shields prior to them having their fight in the boxing ring. Guess what? They're gonna fight here in the cage. Well, it's gonna be the same as a boxing match. Real talk. It's gonna be the same as a boxing match. I don't entirely agree with you on that. This is the reason I'm looking at it from an entertainment perspective. No one wants this fight to be built up, and then all of a sudden Francis go in there and freaking take him down and lay on top of him and he don't know what to do. That's like, you know what I'm saying, looking at this fight and people's like, oh man, Francis won. I thought Francis won. But at the end of the day, the results of the fight does not go on BoxRec. So I'm looking at that the same as I would if Deontay Wilder stepping in there with Francis Ngannou. I would be pissed if it goes on Francis Ngannou's record because he went over here to the boxing ring, right? And this fight didn't go on the record. This fight did not go on his record. So it's going to be more of an entertainment value of them, you know, staying on their feet as much as they possibly can, doing what they got to do. And then, you know, maybe like the second or third round, he level changes or he start landing some kicks. I'm going to tell you, if you think these people don't talk prior to the fight and say, hey, this is what we want and don't want. I'm not saying they're going to tell Francis, hey, man, don't go in there and blast them out so quick with the leg kicks. People paid a lot of money for this, man. You know, at least have the fight go 2 to 3 rounds. Do a lot of clinching. Make it a stand-up fight. And then you feel you need to end it, you go ahead and end it. And all Francis have to do is start leg kicking the shit out of Wilder. It's over. It's over. It ain't no look. It ain't no freaking checking them motherfuckers. It ain't. Not in that short period of time. You have to get in rhythm the check leg kicks. It's no, it ain't gonna happen, bro. Shout out to you, whoever you are. Penalty kicks are mandatory. Who's guys? More fans feeling the pressure these days. I got Ngannou beating Wilder, but Wilder is dangerous. I go there with the Wolf Ngannou over the Bomber. I mean, if you are talking, well, for me, if you're talking MMA, it's a no-brainer. I don't have Ngannou losing that fight with Wilder in the cage. I don't see it. Period. But if you're talking about the boxing ring, I still got Wilder because that's his domain. Look, we can't play the fool and act like Wilder didn't do what he did while he was reigning and defending what he's still doing. His only 2 losses is to Fury. Now, people want to look at his knockout of Fury and say he has no more left in the tank. Well, goddamn it, Robert Helenius didn't prove that shit. Well, we need somebody to prove that Wilder don't have it no more, because Wilder and Ngannou is damn near the same age. So prove it to me that he don't have it no more. That's all. We just can't erase all it took for him to get what he was. He didn't start boxing as a 8 or 9 year old. So you're talking about a late starter, the Olympics, bronze medalist, win the heavyweight championship, and hold that for over 5 years. But yet he has his toughest fight. All of a sudden, they're like, he need to retire. Well, they weren't saying that about Andy Ruiz, who was freaking slapping Anthony Joshua's gum shield all over the ring, and Anthony Joshua quit. Did y'all have the same energy for Anthony Joshua when he quit? No, y'all love him because y'all want to be built like him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got an Anthony Joshua freaking poster in your bathroom, and when you take a hot shower, the shit beats off the poster. You're like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some of you niggas are infatuated like that. I'm just saying, Anthony Joshua don't get no criticism when this nigga quit. I never seen Deontay Wilder quit. I never seen him quit, yo. When he was in a tough fight, he was still fighting. I never seen the man just up here quitting. Seriously. And every time I do, a Wilder, it's always going to be the strays come over here, you know what I'm saying, and say some dumb shit. I've been there, done that, man. This is light. YouTube is light compared to what we was going through on Facebook. It's light. It's light, bro. Shout out to Mr. Golden, the OG. What's good? What's good with it there, Mr. Golden? Not to mention, okay, let's see. I seen a good heavyweight with this one to not get hit with a big shot from Fury. Fury fought him different there, Martin King. Like I said this before. I don't know why they announced the Fury Usyk fight prior to the fight. The money is with the undisputed. The money is with the heavyweight undisputed. That money is with the heavyweight undisputed. The money is with the heavyweight undisputed. This was a non-title fight. Why? Because the fight with him and Alexander Usyk is already signed. Man, y'all just mark my word, man. Mark my word, y'all giving this man, you know what I'm saying? I thought he performed in the moment. I'm talking about this did not go on BoxRec for a reason. They wanted this to be a fight. Look, this is how crazy and this is how bipolar boxing is. They say it was a non-title fight. It was a special rules fight, right? But why isn't it on BoxRec and Ngannou lost? Why didn't Fury pick up another win? But they say it wasn't an exhibition bout. They say it wasn't an exhibition bout, but yet it was a winner. But it wasn't a real fight that was going on BoxRec or Topology. Tell me how that works. And somebody tell me how that works. How can it be a special rules fight? It's not an exhibition, but it's a sanctioned bout over there in the sand. It's almost like the shit that goes on in Mexico. Well, you can fight over here, but we ain't gonna put it on BoxRec. Fury could have lost the fight and then still went on to fight for undisputed. They up here talking about the Fury fight ain't gonna happen with Alexander Usyk. Why not? Why not? We're fighting for the belts. We're fighting for unification for undisputed in the heavyweight division. Why wouldn't that fight happen? Oh, it's because of money. Y'all trying to say it's not gonna make enough money now? They was hoping this fight comes back over to Radai and they fight for hundreds of millions. But since Fury, the same Fury who has been knocked down previously already, prior to signing the fight with Alexander Usyk, all of a sudden they want to make it into this big deal that the fight may not happen. Get the MF out of here, bro. And then talk about Eddie Hearns, right? Shout out to Jay on deck. Eddie Hearns is who he is, man. You think Eddie Hearns is wrong for trying to get Joshua? Nobody wants to see MF and Joshua. Don't nobody want to see Joshua fight Ngannou. He was destroyed, Joshua, bro. Joshua don't know anything about that inside clinch game. Joshua never felt strength like Ngannou. Hell, he don't even want to fight Deontay Wilder that has more power. But you want to go here and fight a fighter that has more of a solid base, better footwork, better distance control, heavy hands. You really want to fuck around with Ngannou, Eddie Hearns, and get Anthony Joshua destroyed? He's fucked up right now. No, nobody want to talk about it. Oh, he has all these designer deals. Give it up for Anthony Joshua. I think I want him to be my running mate. I want to if I get the opportunity to run in 2024, I want Anthony Joshua to be my running mate. He's just a handsome fella. And that'll bring in all the female votes for me. Yeah. Vote DT in 24. Yeah. Joshua don't get no criticism. He quit against Ruiz. Got beat up against Alexander Usyk twice. But people, all they talk about, oh man, Joshua, man, his designer clothes, he's a model. Come on, bro. And then the Deontay Wilder, when he tries to do something different, oh man, why is he doing that? He's stupid. Oh man, he's once again Deontay making a stupid decision. Oh man, he can't do it. How? You all are the ones that's putting all this hatred on this front doorstep. Y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying y'all putting all that hatred on this doorstep. The man gave you what you wanted. After not having the U.S. heavyweight champion, you didn't appreciate it. Y'all some fucked up individuals, dog. Y'all some fucked up individuals, man. This man can't do shit right. Y'all don't even want to push for him to fight Ngannou. Y'all jumping on the Ngannou train. Y'all that fucking desperate, and you had a heavyweight. Ngannou is not gonna be a U.S. heavyweight champion, bro. You do know that, right? The UFC has all these fighters from different countries fighting. You don't hear nothing about this, and this, and this. They support him, rock with him heavy. In boxing, man, you have all these boxing fans that always want to support these foreign fighters and shit on the damn U.S. fighters. And they get mad because the U.S. fighters don't want to have a conversation or don't want to do any interviews and don't want to talk. I mean, they get mad, man. Because y'all are what you call paratroopers. Y'all always jumping out the hatch and motherfucking gliding over to somebody else's freaking camp. Hey, man, I just thought I'd drop in a little bit. I heard a lot of good things about you. Do you have time for an interview? Yeah, I've been following you for quite some time. Yeah. You're one of the best, man. I'm just going to put it out there for you. I'm going to lay it all out there. Yeah. I'm really rocking with you heavy now. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man. That made up for everything. Whatever, hey, Blunts, whatever they was complaining the fuck about, I didn't hear any of it. But we got to go bigger next time, Blunts. We can't settle with that. We got to go bigger, dog. We really got to start going bigger with the right shit. We got to go to the doctorate level. We got to get up there to the doctorate level, bro. We got to get up there. I fumbled. Look, I fumbled the shit too. I was gonna bet that round 1, 2, 3, and Tyson, and I would have. Oh man, that shit would have been crazy, bro. Eddie trying to get AJ ass killed. Hey man, I don't want AJ to get the fight. Period. I'm advocating for Deontay Wilder to get the fight if anybody. What has AJ done? He looked like shit against Jermaine Franklin, and he looked like shit against Robert Helenius. What the fuck has he done for people to be talking about? You know what I'm saying? AJ should be in there. I think it'll be a massive fight. Yeah, it'd be massive for you, Eddie. It'll be a massive fight. No, it'll be massive for you, Eddie. The public don't want to see Anthony Joshua going in there. This ain't no size for size shit. This fight right here has to be something else. The intrigue has to bring about something else. And that's what we get with Wilder and Ngannou. Power. Both of them been champions. Power. Two dark-skinned brothers. Clashing once again. Total conflict. We need to settle the score. Seriously, we need to settle the score. They have him. To me, Wilder's still one of the best to ever do it. Yeah, I agree there. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. But I'm not gonna ask the question on why they hate Wilder, why they hate Crawford the way they do, why they pick and choose these fighters to hate when they're not being locked up and having mug shots every other freaking weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the scrutiny is always going to be there, man. People are always going to be, taking out the etch-a-sketch and drawing on that shit, whatever picture they want to draw, and say, oh, this is why I feel the way I feel. Well, like you're not feeling the way you do based off situations that put you in that funk. Like, why are you feeling the way you do, man? Let's talk boxing. Let's say, okay, right now they raving about Ngannou. And the one person that's out there looking for a fight is Deontay Wilder. Let's make the shit happen. Fury and Usyk is next. That's out the question. But Ngannou said out of his own mouth of MMA fighting SBN, Ariel Helwani, he said that Deontay Wilder was training mixed martial arts. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Wilder, I really don't want to see you in the cage. I really want to see Francis Ngannou continue this momentum that he has. You know what I'm saying? I want to continue to see him, you know what I'm saying, on the magic carpet. How far can you go with the magic carpet? I want to see these two titans clash, bro. That's the fight we need to see. Ain't nobody else out there. Ain't no other heavyweight gonna bring that type of traction to a fight of this magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Bring it to the real one. Deontay Wilder deserved that shit. He deserved it. He paid his dues. He got his stripes. Look, Mr. Golden. Hey, OG, you know how they always say that? Oh, all the greats have suffered defeat, right? Oh, that's all the greats except Deontay Wilder. They'll say, well, you know, all of them suffered defeat. They've been knocked out. They took L's and all that. Okay. Well, so what about Deontay Wilder? Oh man, see, he fought the fight all wrong with Fury, man. He all wrong. No balance, poor defense, all that, all shit. Okay, so he lost to the same person though. Do you think he's still getting the Hall of Fame? Oh man, hell no, dog. Hell no, he don't get no Hall of Fame. He lost to Fury twice. You think Fury getting Hall of? Oh yeah. He fought a Klitschko. Yeah, he fought a Klitschko, dog. Fury's the man. Well, who else did you say he fought that it really touches your soul? Who? Sefa Safari? Francisco Pianella? Those guys? Oh yeah, solid. What about Tom Schwartz? Oh man, now you're talking. Otto Wallin? Yeah, Otto Wallin put that cut on his brow. Oh my God, that was a good fight. Do you think he won that fight? Sure. What about the fight where he went to WWE before he faced, Wilder? Again, Braun Strowman, oh yeah, man, he did his thing over there. Yeah. What about the doping allegations and the cheating that he, man, see, there you go. You bringing up old shit, dog. You bringing up old shit, man. He paid his time, his dues. What you mean he paid his time? Just being coked up for years? Goddamn being in a darkened place, being coked up. Nigga looked like he was rolling around in goddamn cookie dough batter, cake batter and shit. Huh? Nigga looked like he was trying out for the goddamn Aunt Your Mama pancake mix team or something. That nigga was so coked up. Oh, well, man, people make mistakes, man. Who are you to place judgment? I said the same thing. Who am I to place judgment when I'm listening to all these niggas judge the fuck out of these black fighters? That's different, though. That's different. What do you mean it's different? Man, Deontay said, man, he was on the Breakfast Club. He said, the bronze bomber want to catch your body, man. He was talking about killing the man. That's unsportsmanlike. Oh, shit. So it's unsportsmanlike when motherfucker cheating and it's all the evidence in the world that the gloves is being manipulated and shit like that. And you got the same motherfuckers that's criticizing Wilder, they praising Fury for going in there beating him. And they want to overlook the fact that he's been a cheater in life and he had cheating allegations in the rematch. People run away from that topic because they feel like it's impossible, bro. But the man just threw an elbow. Fury just threw an elbow in a boxing match. He just threw an elbow. Is that proper technique? Is that within the rules and guidelines? Fury threw a motherfucking elbow in boxing. And he's not a cheater? Okay, I got it. Big dog. Shout out to Jones on deck. I see you. Debbie says, what's good with him, man? What's good with you? It can't be. How? They actually put that shit on BoxRec? I thought they didn't put it on BoxRec, bro. I guess I looked at it too early on fight night because that shit was still red. So let me see. Damn, they put that shit on BoxRec. I guess they say, well, if Conor McGregor got put on Floyd Mayweather's 50-0, we can put this shit on BoxRec. But let me check something out right quick. I want to go over here. Let me see. That is fucking wild, man. They put that shit on BoxRec. It was a sanctioned bout, though. It was a sanctioned bout, but you know, once again, man, that's boxing. That is boxing. Let me see. And the reason why I asked, Mr. Golden, right, is because Francis Ngannou is still registering 17-3. You know what I'm saying? He's still registering 17-3 on his overall topology. I don't know, man. That's puzzling. But anyway, let me get back to the chat. What's going on, Pop? How you feeling, bro? Salute to the chat and WCS. Salute to you, man. Brim Reaper on deck. What's good? I mean, look, if they did put it on BoxRec, I can't feel no type of way because it's boxing. It's dudes that come off the couch and get put on people's BoxRecs all the time. We had Conor McGregor, 0-0, come over here and get put on Floyd's BoxRec, 50-0. I'm like, I mean, I can't be mad about it. I just thought it was bullshit. It was a non-title special rules fight, dog. 47 on deck, I see. Yes, sir. You know, we're trying to put it out there that it's been said. Francis Ngannou admitted himself that Deontay Wilder was training MMA, and also he said he's definitely in the talks for his next fight already. When he did this interview, he was still over there in Radai, and they was talking about his next fight. Now he wouldn't let it out the bag, but his performance, he's about to get another bag. And listen, I'm saying what I'm saying about Deontay Wilder, but no way, shape, or form do I not want these fighters to get their bag. Get the bag, negotiate. Now, the dilemma is what we gonna feel some type of way about. Who should be getting the bag? And why is it that certain people can't get the bag? That's my deal. And that's when it comes to Deontay Wilder, like he deserves to get the bag. And Ngannou deserves to get the bag. But it'll be good if you get the bag with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? It'll be good that you get the bag with Wilder. Because they're going to try their best to extend this as long as they can to get another win out of Ngannou. But they have to bring somebody in there that can match that physical energy, that can match the pedigree and the freaking credential, the list of credentials. You know what I'm saying? Both of these men was heavyweight world champion. Both of them. Both of these pugilists was there, yo. They got it done. The Wilder and Ngannou hardest punches in history means Fury got the best chin in history. So check this out, 47. You only say that because he got up. If when you look at Deontay Wilder, and he's been down, are people going to say that he's chinny? So I know what you're saying as far as him being hit with two of the hardest hitters, Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou. But he's been on the canvas more than Deontay Wilder. He's been on the canvas more than Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury's been on the canvas more than damn Amir Khan. Oh, it's going to switch up and say, oh, it's the heavyweight division, though. He's been on the canvas, man. He may not have been knocked out cold like Amir Khan, okay? But he's been on the canvas more, dog. So what's up? Go ahead with that BS about Wilder. If he's washed up and he still can fight, explain that to me. I look. Hey, he's saying that Wilder washed up. I didn't even entertain it, man, because we know he's not washed up. That's just another person feeling some type of way in their feelings. But yet they won't say Dillian White washed up. They won't say Joe Joyce washed up. You know what I'm saying? They won't say Anthony Joshua washed up. And like I said, Tyson Fury's been on the canvas. I don't know how many. They won't say he washed up. They won't say all these other fighters is sitting up here losing. I don't hear people saying Yordenis Ugas is washed up. He comes back on deck with another fight. Oh, Ugas fighting. Oh yeah, Ugas fighting. I don't see people saying that. I don't see people saying Caleb Plant washed up. I don't hear people saying Rolly Romero washed up. I mean, where does the washed up tag come from? Because it's Wilder and it sounds good. The man only has 2 losses from the best heavyweight in the business right now. Like, how is he washed up and he started boxing late? Wouldn't his body be more preserved going through the ranks to get what he got? How is he washed up and he was in some fights that he should have lost, a lot of them, and he ended up knocking them out, cold out? How's he washed up, bro? Come on, man. Y'all got to jump outside there. Look, I ain't telling you how to think. Y'all grown, man. I'm not telling you how you think. The elbow was blatant as fuck, crazy. It was able to get through. It looked very intentional. It was intentional, Blunt. You know that. Hey. hey, Blunt, but long as he didn't go down to that dog. Hey, that shit was intentional. But goddamn it, that's a mixed martial artist. He's felt knees, shins, elbows. He's felt all that. You can't go in there and try to fight dirty against a mixed martial artist who's used to having bone-on-bone contact. It's a difference, man. I try to explain to these dudes. You just can't sit up here and watch MMA like you do boxing. These dudes are used to being hit with elbows. It ain't no ass on elbows and shins and feet. Fury's trying to go in here and go into Ngannou's world. When he's in a fight and he gets hit with an elbow, they have been conditioned to receive those elbows. That's why some of the most brutal freaking fight pics you will ever see, some of the most bloodied, graphic pictures you ever see is in mixed martial arts. The cuts are unbelievable. Carlos is on deck in the building. What it do, man? WCS salute. How to chat in the MF and game salute. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you pulling up as always, man. Yo, why they ain't washed up? That man still put you to sleep. Last fight still had a KO. Look, he still had a KO, but I guess it didn't count because it was Robert Helenius. But yet and still, Joshua went into the 7th round with this dude or whatever he went into it, and he was getting beat up. But yet Wilder's washed up because he closed him out in 1 round. I can't talk too much about it because that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't the case. I wish Francis hit him with that super punch and Ngannou ate that elbow. He did, bro. Look, people don't understand, man. These mixed martial artists, they're used to elbows and knees and all that, right? So for Fury to think that he was going to do something spectacular, you don't even know how to properly throw the elbow so it can have that it factor to it. So you can get the result that you wanted per the movie. When they land that elbow and it cuts them across. Then this wasn't Creed 3, nigga. You didn't know how to properly throw an elbow against a mixed martial artist. And Ngannou's like, that's funny. Yeah, Fury, yeah, he threw elbow. I thought a little mosquito just walked on, got in the building somehow. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a little prayer mantis. You know, I see them all the time. I thought it was a lantern fly. You know, it's so soft and gentle. Fury tried to hit a mixed martial artist, a heavyweight world champion, with an elbow in a boxing ring. Like that man, face and bones, is not conditioned to take that shit. The man's been kicked with the shins before, knees, elbows. He's felt it, bro. He's used to having forehead and everything in the clinch. You know, they got to work themselves out of that shit. That's nothing new to them. When Fury threw the shit, it was funny. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious, bro. Helenius was definitely touching AJ too easy. Too easy. Too easy, y'all. But, you know, this live right here is to also, you know, represent, you know, the wilderfanboy.com, because the fanboy topic is coming up. You know, again, I just wanted to put it out there. You know, wilderfanboy.com. You know what I'm saying? It is fanboys that's out there, you know, and they try to make it seem like this is some contagious, infectious disease that's out there. No, the people who are calling Wilder supporters fanboys are the same one that would jump ship and criticize Bud Crawford fans. The same niggas, man. The same niggas is mad because they skirt fit a little different. You know what I'm saying? You that's just the way it is, bro. How can you sit up here and feel so angry when you don't go to fights? You never met him in person. That's my thing. You're mad at his fan base. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes are mad at the fan bases of these fighters. And you all have never met the fighters, man. And you act like somebody has to go through you to say, okay, it's okay for you to support this fighter because I say so. No, ain't nobody trying to hear something from an ain't shit nigga, man. Y'all are not going to fights like that to be able to place judgment upon these fans the way you do. What is your reason as a grown-ass group of men out here that's up here continuing to say, oh, I'm gonna make another video on Wilder because they're talking about it. You know, WCS put that shit out immediately. I want to see Wilder and Ngannou. Am I worried about them taking shots at me? No, I'm not. Hey, you know my motto. Go ahead and do that homework, man. Put that homework in. Put that homework in, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope Wilder gets his shot. You know what I'm saying? The Bronze Bomber gets his shot at Francis Ngannou. I like that fight. I want to see them clash. I think it'll be a collision course we all can appreciate, being that, you know, boxing is struggling. You know, it's on the lifeline right now to, you know, get some big name fights on deck. And if you have to go across over there and get that money, bro. Get that money. I ain't mad at Wilder or Ngannou. Get the motherfucking money, but don't let them persuade you up there, because I know for a fact the decision that you made to lead the UFC, kudos to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You made that decision. You showed that you aren't afraid to be in charge, you know what I'm saying, of your own life and your destiny. So I respect that. Just don't let them persuade you to stay away from Wilder. I'm talking about, don't let them say, oh, that ain't no money. Wilder gave these fighters a chance to make money. He gave Luis Ortiz a chance. He gave Fury a chance to make money. He gave fighters chances to make money, bro. Even Dominic Breazeale, he gave him a chance to make money. Dominic Breazeale just didn't know he was going to spend a lot more time in a sleep apnea study than he intended to. That's all. That's all. It was just different. He didn't know he was going to be in a controlled study, sleep apnea, you know what I'm saying, experiment. I agree, man. I agree. He showed mad patience, composure. And, you know, once he, like I repeated, when that shot landed from Fury, he didn't emote on the man. He just didn't go crazy and try to knock the man out so Fury can counter him and tire him out. He knew he had 10 rounds. So pretty much with Ngannou, in my opinion, he played it safe, but he did just enough, in my opinion, to land the effective shots when he needed to. They wasn't as sporadic as I thought, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. He did an outstanding job. Did an outstanding job. I ain't gonna lie. But I gotta bounce, y'all. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and Game A-Side official. You already know, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. And once again, Arnold, salute to you for the Cash App donation, man. Appreciate you. One love. And to everyone who supports the channel, man, click, like, and share. We should do it again. I'm out. Peace.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars, should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Hey, what you got to say there, champ? Yeah, man. What's up, black? Hey, Deontay, what you got to say? What you got to say? To this day!